The views and opinions expressed on the following program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the policy or position of ONTV's management, staff, or board of directors.
Talking Nude.
Oh yeah, baby, that's what we're doing, baby. Yeah,
Talking Nude.
oh yeah, baby, that's what we're doing, baby. Oh yeah,
Talking Nude.
oh yeah, baby, what? Talking nude. I'm saying what?
Talking Nude.
Wouldn't it be awesome if we could just all sit back and put on a towel,
Talking Nude.
but then we wouldn't be clothed, so we have to take off the towel so we can be.
Talking Nude.
And then you might get hungry, want a chocolate chip cookie, you might go to the shelf and start.
Talking Nude.
And then you're having a phone conversation with somebody you haven't talked in a while, and you ask them, are they talking?
Talking Nude. Yeah. Uh.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing?
How are you doing?
Welcome to our little lovely show that we're doing here in our little hole in the wall, nice little spot that we love to broadcast from ONTV. And this is another great, fantastic episode of
Talking Nude.
where we talk uncensored, uncut, unedited, whatever the fuck we want to talk about, because it's called Talking Nude. That's what we do.
Talking Nude, yeah.
We could talk clothed, but it wouldn't be the same thing. It would be kind of subdued.
Yeah, this is true.
You know, when you're talking nude, you're talking raw, you're talking unfiltered, you're talking just whatever the hell you want to talk about. So
This is true.
first thing we'd love to talk about is I just watched this movie called Sympathy for the Devil.
I forgot how to flip this camera around.
Yeah, I think you do the arrow, but it's simply for the devil. No, it's Sympathy for the Devil. Nicolas Cage, and then there was this other guy, I can't think of his name. All I know is the movie was really crazy, violent. Nicolas Cage has been knocking out the park lately. A lot of people hate on him.
You know, I have not ever been a Nicolas Cage fan. It has
What?
not been my thing. Like, seriously, it really hasn't. Oh my gosh, don't give me
Are
that
you
sound.
kidding me? Are you kidding? How are you not a Nicolas Cage fan?
I just don't think he can act that well. Maybe because I
What?
don't think he's good looking. I think he's weird looking.
That's what makes him him, though. Like, he
You
doesn't
know,
look like Keanu Reeves.
he just doesn't do it for me.
Okay, he doesn't get the coochie wet.
No, he doesn't get the coochie wet, not
Okay,
at all.
so note to self: if you don't get the coochie wet, she's not gonna watch you. on TV.
Exactly.
Okay.
Correct. If you don't get the coochie wet, I'm not going to like watch you. Seriously, because I'm not really a movie person altogether. Like, seriously, I'm not. So I do like to look at good looking people in movies.
Right.
It keeps my attention.
Right.
You know, I'm a TV person, like not commercial, but I like TV because it's short and sweet.
Yeah.
You get to the end of the episode and it's a quick climax.
Yeah.
You know, it is.
And
It's on TikTok.
so you're not a big fan of you're not a big fan of hello. You're not a big fan of Nicolas Cage then.
No, I'm not at all.
Have you seen any of his movies?
Yes, I've seen some of them. And it wasn't enough for me to say, oh my God, he did so great of a performance, you know?
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Well, I will say this. There was a movie that he did that was pretty good, and it was called Raising Arizona. And
Really?
yeah, that was a great film. I love that movie because it had Holly Hunter in it, I believe, and she played like this police officer or deputy or whatever. And he was a con artist, so he basically was like flirting with her when she was like doing his mugshot and shit. John Goodman's in it. They kidnap these kids for like ransom and shit, and John Goodman ends up basically double crossing them.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's not a Nicolas Cage fan, everyone.
No, I'm not.
But let's see what else has been going on. Anything new in your like British shows you like watching?
You know what? Yes, I thought the best quote ever.
What was your best quote?
But the scene was one of the young girls was going to Granny for advice, and Granny basically said, you have to lie to your husband because your husband's basically why put yourself into a bad situation? You have to lie to your husband.
Okay.
And her granddaughter said, but isn't that wrong? She goes, well, honey, there can't be too much truth in a relationship. And I had to sit there and rewind that quote. And I'm sitting there shouting at the TV like, what the fuck did she just say? Like, did she really just say you can't have too much truth in a relationship? You know, like, who the fuck says that? Who the fuck says that? I think I rewound it, honey, about 3 times.
Yeah.
Because I have never heard no shit like that in my life. I have. It's like a way of doing shade, but in such a proper way.
And you like that? What's the other show you like that has a lot of shade in it?
Downtown Abbey.
Downtown Abbey.
I
And why
love
do you, and
that
why do you
show.
like Downtown Abbey?
Because it gives me scandal, but it's done properly.
You notice that shit? She said scandal.
Yes, it gives me scandal. It gives me shade, and it's also tasteful. It's not overly pornographic.
Yeah.
It gives you the illusion that they're about to have sex. You know, it gives them the illusion of romance because this is taking place back in the early 1900s.
Mm.
So you couldn't be outward, you know, with anything.
Well, even just like that, it's like Sex in the City, but like they're all like older
Woke.
now
And woke.
and woke.
And they all have like different things going on in their lives when it comes down to having to realize the world is different. With Carrie, she had to realize that podcasts were the way of the future
Mm-hmm.
versus like book sales, and that she had to be more open about different types of people when it comes down to the LGBTQIA community and stuff like that. And then Charlotte, her daughter is transgender.
Okay. Which one was Charlotte? Was she the
brown
redhead?
hair, the brown haired one. And then
Who's the one I got a crush on the show?
Charlotte. And
Yeah,
then
Charlotte.
Miranda in the new one, she had to realize that she fell in love with somebody who was non-binary.
Okay.
And in the regular series, Miranda's always been the control freak.
Yeah.
And for her to just totally just meet somebody, lose her mind, and want to get a divorce and falls all in love with somebody who like she would have never thought because she's always a control freak.
Okay.
And so it's like each character had to change and realize that things change with time. They just all couldn't remain the same.
Now, see, I can get that. You know what I mean? I can see why you like it. It's a lot better than the shit you used to watch because you used to watch. Like,
Oh my
some
God,
crazy,
loving hip hop and shit.
Man, loving drama is what that shit was. Every
With
time
all that fucking cussing and shit. It's so funny because I love like the little English shows now and stuff like that because I like the shade, but I like it because it's just proper shade, like classy. But as I was younger, I used to love that ghetto shit though, that cussing people out and
Yeah.
slapping and jumping on people and pulling wigs and everything. It's like, I guess I still like it, but in a tasteful manner. Like
Okay.
I'm becoming more like everything doesn't have to be dirty.
That's true.
Everything doesn't have to be dirty. You can still play dirty, but you don't have to make everything look dirty. You just don't.
Well, you know, there's a book too with movies that came out called what the fuck was it called? The bondage movie. 50 Shades of Grey.
Right.
And you know that movie when it came out, people were just losing their fucking minds over it, mainly because there's probably a lot of sex scenes in it.
That's true.
You know, but it was a deeper meaning, wasn't it? Like, what was his name? Sebastian.
Yeah.
He was basically his mom like really did a number on him when he was younger, right?
That's
I'm
true.
guessing. And so like the movie was crazy, but everyone was just all focused on the nudity. And Sex in the City, what I liked about it, which I didn't really gravitate as much as you probably do.
That
but,
was Sex in the City. I don't even remember how it became my favorite fucking show of like my 20s. You know, I remember hearing about it on Oprah, hearing about it around town, just hearing about the show, and it got all these like good reviews and awards and stuff. So like back when like Family Dollar had like the 2 for $1 movies,
Yeah.
I remember just saying, you know what? I saw it on the shelves. I just grabbed season 1. I'm like, you know what? Let me see what the fuss is about.
Okay.
And the very first show, I was like, okay, alrighty.
And you got hooked from
Yes.
that point on.
Yes, completely.
Well, I'll tell you this. only reason I really watched it is I remember Kim Cattrall getting banged in Porky's, and that was an old '80s movie for anyone that knows that reference. But I remember when they had it, I seen that shit at the drive-in, and it was a funny movie. But Kim Cattrall, she only did like a few movies in the '80s. She did like Mannequin, I think, and with it was Andrew McCarthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that was pretty much all she did. But I love the '80s movies because it was just a different time and genre.
This
Like
this is true.
you
This is
know,
true.
like
I like 90s, 80s and 90s movies
what were some of
because
your
it
like
wasn't
favorites?
some of my favorites. Okay, in the 90s, I like the house party movies.
So
80s, Molly Ringwald movies
she was hot.
and
Yeah.
Sarah Jessica Parker and Girls Just Want to Have Fun. That's my ultimate favorite movie.
She dated one of the Beastie Boys, Molly Ringwald.
And
Yeah.
Girls Just Want to Have Fun. She's Out of Control. Can't Buy Me Love. Like ultimate.
That was
like,
Patrick Dempsey, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
ultimate Valley Girl, White Girl movies. Like, but I have not been able to find She's Out of Control. Like, Can't Buy Me Love. I haven't been able to to find them on like the apps. I need to
Yeah.
like.
Well,
I love those.
You know what I
movies.
just bought the other day? I found the complete series. I think I told you this, but you probably forgot already. But
No, you said WKRP.
yes, I found because I was trying to find like WKRP
Drew
in
Carey
Cincinnati.
show.
Yes, and I got Drew Carey. So shout out to the guy who put it out there for me. I'm gonna put it on a flash drive, but I got all 9 seasons of Drew Carey. It's just gonna
Really?
be it's just gonna be time consuming as fuck because I gotta basically put them on the flash drive because they're just on the emails. Like season 1 is like a shitload of attachment emails.
Oh, okay.
But I loved WKRP in Cincinnati because it had Howard Hessman and it also had Tim Reed, who was on that
Really?
show with the twins. What were their names? The light skinned black girls.
Which one? Oh, Tia and Tamara.
Tia and Tamara.
Tia and
And
Tamara.
Tim Reed was their dad, right? Wasn't he their dad on the show? And I love WKRP in Cincinnati because, I mean, back then, all the shows in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, they had these, like, catchy-ass jingles, like Welcome Back, Carter, like, Welcome Back, face, you know what I mean? And, like, and then Good Times. I know you don't like Good Times, but I liked Good Times.
Oh, I have to say the reason why I don't like Good
Go
Times.
ahead and say,
But Jason's gonna tell you why he loves Good Times.
of course, after you tell me why you hate it.
Well, Jason doesn't realize like I do not like Good Times and Sanford and Son.
I love Sanford and
Those
Son.
shows depicted black people in a way where it's like we don't ever get out the ghetto and we live in garbage junkyards. It just gave a bad impression, especially Good Times. Like it was just tragic. Like, but you know what? There was so much going on behind both those shows though, because in Good Times, there's going so much conflict going on behind the scenes of that show in real life.
Right.
But that show was so tragic. It was like they started off with the mother and father, been together, love each other, have 3 kids, living in the ghetto, struggling, day to day.
That's true.
Dad's hustling. It's a struggle. Okay, we see that. And you see that it's just a low income, poor black family.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden now, here comes the tragedy and they take James out and they make her a single mom
Right.
in the ghetto when we already saw how they struggled when the dad was alive. So
Right.
now you make her even more poor,
Right.
you
That's
know,
true.
and then they're just struggling and struggling and struggling. And then JJ gets with somebody who's an alcoholic drug addict. Velma gets with an alcoholic. She marries an alcoholic. JJ marries a drug addict who runs out the window. Like it was just so tragic.
They
It was
lived in a
to
high
me-
rise. How a high rise? How the fuck did he jump out the window and survive?
No, she did. She ran out. Remember that episode when JJ finally had to realize that his wife was a drug addict?
So she killed herself?
No, no. It was, remember JJ had moved out, honey. They had their own places.
Okay.
As time went on, they all started getting their own stuff, but they never got out the
Okay.
ghetto. It was
Okay.
always some type of tragedy.
I actually watched something on YouTube recently about it, and John Amos, who played the father,
He didn't like the way the script
he
was
didn't like
going.
the script was going, but also they were like basically gravitating towards JJ Jimmy Walker. You know what I'm saying? They basically were giving him all the, and he even said it. He was like, "Look, I wasn't jealous. It was just the way they were predicting, and depicting the show. young Michael and Thelma, they didn't get their just, they didn't get the career that they should have got. Like he could have been like a Supreme Justice,
That's
or
true.
or she could have been a lawyer, attorney,
Yep.
and instead they focused on JJ, who was he didn't seem like he was very smart, very literate
Or anything in the
at
show.
all. They
It was
didn't give
just
him
very
much,
badly depicted show
yes.
of black people.
And I guess he got into
versus
it with
like Jefferson's or Cosby Show,
right.
Different World. Those were the shows I watched. Sister, Sister.
Sister.
Those were the shows I watched with like middle class, upper class blacks.
Well, I guess he didn't like the depiction it was going, but and then also
I just think the
when
show
he
gave no
talked-
hope.
He talked to the producers. The producers basically, he had a bunch of like white writers that didn't really know black culture to know it when they were trying to write it, and he was basically voicing his opinion on it, and they just pretty much wrote him off the show
Yeah.
because of it, which is fucked up.
Yep.
You know what
And
I
it's
mean?
crazy because I think the show could have been brilliant if they would have gave it hope and a happy ending, like
Yeah.
seeing everybody rise, that
Yeah.
you can be a kid from the ghetto and rise and do other things, not all this tragedy. And I think that's what made it for me. It was just like, okay, this is not always how it goes,
Right.
So it's like
But Sanford and Son switching it up. Why didn't you like Sanford and Son?
Sanford and Son was just, they always had some get rich quick scheme,
Like the Honeymooners.
and
It was basically
just
a hood
like-
version of the Honeymooners. What? You got Jackie
He
Gleason.
said a hood
version
version of
of
the
the Honeymooners.
Honeymooners.
For real. Fred Sanford was Jackie fucking Gleason.
Oh my
Don't get
God.
it twisted.
Oh my
But instead of a big
God.
fat overweight white guy, you got a
Oh
fucking
my God.
fat black guy with big beard and pants all the way up to his fucking ankles.
It was just, they were so junky with it though. I think that's what it was. They were businessmen, but they were just so junky with it.
And plus,
And
he was
they're-
always trying to get down. Him and Grady were always trying to get
Like,
down.
Seriously. It's just,
I liked it though because Lamont be like, Pop, come on, Pop. What are you doing? Pop, come on, Pop. No. And then you had Esther coming in with her terrible wig she was wearing.
I know, and her and
She was unbelievable.
yeah. She has such a mean face.
Remember when she was in, what was it, Friday After Next? She was in, remember the Christmas episode?
Yep.
She was like, talking about, and God, and then he was like, look, I ain't got time for that. And she's like, well, then fuck you then. That shit was hilarious.
I remember that episode. I remember.
And then they had there was a movie called Bout It by Master P, and they had the grandma that was in 227.
Oh, really?
And she was rowing a fatty and driving a cab and shit in the Bout It movie. She's like, what up, my G?
I remember that. I totally remember
Now,
that.
House Party, okay, we got to switch it up. House Party, when the first 2 or 3 came out, they were good. After
Okay.
that, I lost it with Immature and everything.
I didn't even, you know what? I was going to say that did not need to be made at all.
And the new House Party was
Everything-
garbage.
And
I'm sorry. They should have just called it movie with no real plot. We just put House Party on it and threw Kid and Play on it as a fucking cameo. How they gonna put Kid and Play as a cameo in the fucking movie?
I think that's the truth.
And they were like in a cult. I didn't get it. Like, what was the point of that? They were just there for 2 seconds. Like, they were like, fuck it, just throw Kid and Play in there. People will go see it. We'll get 15% of the black audiences. Fuck. That shit was garbage, man. It was like a hood version of Harold and Kumar. God.
Honey, you watch too many damn movies.
It was terrible,
you
man.
watch too many movies.
I do. I guess I do.
You really do.
But it was the truth though, because I mean, even with like, so the first 2 house parties were good, and the third one was good,
Yeah.
and they could have edited at that and it just been straight.
Yeah.
But no, they had to bring Immature and TLC
Yeah.
and everybody in. It's like, fuck them. Like, you ain't got to bring all them in. It's like they want to reboot everything, and then they did
This
House
is
Party,
true.
and
This
it
is
was a
true.
terrible, terrible.
For me,
terrible
I
movie.
loved House Party 1, of course, just for the nostalgia of it and the
Right.
fact that it was the dancing, the music,
Uh-huh.
It was like an introduction to like hip hop black comedy,
Right.
Everybody loved House Party,
Yeah.
And then
Rest in peace, Robin
I
Harris.
loved the spin they took on it when they took Kid off to college,
Yeah.
and how he had to bust his ass to get his tuition, that, it was given to him, yes,
Yeah.
but his friend spent it, so now he had to work his ass off.
Yep.
You know, it's like the privilege was quickly took from him,
Yes.
and he had to work his ass off to get it. You know.
And it actually had a point to it.
Yes, it was such a. I loved the second one. I really did. I just love the meaning of it. I love the message of it.
I
It
didn't
was
like
so
how they
good.
didn't get together though in the second one. I was kind of, was it the second one they
No,
didn't get
it was the
together?
third one.
Third one. I was kind of disappointed in that one.
Yeah, I was, but like, because to me, what did she see him at the bachelor party?
Yeah.
Sees him in the hallway
And thought he was trying to get his Mac on
Yeah.
and shit. But he was corny as fuck. He wasn't getting his Mac on. He was like how I am, like, you
but
know,
I
kind of
didn't
goofy.
think that she needed to be in the movie though. That's the thing, because when she came into the movie, it was like all of a sudden they see each other at a hotel. Like, come on, what are
Right.
the odds?
What's the odds of that?
You know, they just had to throw it in there for a quick cameo.
And then they threw the white boy in there rapping and shit with the dreads, you know, and they were like making fun of him and shit. But like,
that
dude
was in
actually
the
had
second
skill.
one. That was in the second one.
See, I told you, I watched him. I can't remember exactly what one.
Jamal. Remember,
Yeah, Jamal.
remember Jamal used to
That
look
was-
like that one rapper we know.
Who, Jamaica? Oh, you who? What
What?
rapper?
Oh, what is his name?
Is he rap? Does he sing?
He
Beatbox?
raps. We knew somebody who looked like him.
Oh, you're talking about old boy from. Oh,
Ah.
fuck. I can't even think of his name
What
either.
is his name? He raps with Xavier Monroe.
Oh, Demon Eyes?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, he does. That's
With
what
the
he
dreads
reminds
and
me of.
shit.
That's who he reminds me of.
a dreaded demonized Kyo.
Yeah. Even
But-
his rap style.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out to everyone there checking out the podcast, man. Talking Nude. We're on SoundCloud, ONTV. Make sure you check that out. Share the live if you like it.
Oh,
We-
yeah, you guys. He is
Yeah.
on TikTok.
Every other Monday. Yeah, we are on TikTok. I'm under Old School Funny Guys 75. And
And I am on Miss Kathy A.
yes. And we basically just do whatever the hell we want. We just do funny shit and lip sync and have fun. That's what life's about, man. Shit ain't so serious all the time, everybody.
No, it's really not.
Oh, and The Wire. I watched The Wire over the weekend again.
Did you?
Not all of it, but I mean, as you know how many fucking seasons there is? Well, not seasons, but episodes. There was a lot of episodes.
Oh my God. Like, seriously?
I like The Wire though.
That show is too deep for me.
I liked it because it was real. It was very real.
You
Like,
know
the
what, Jason?
politics-
Sometimes, Jason,
What?
you know what?
What?
You know what? I
What?
just be wondering sometimes, what the fuck have you been doing with your life? Like, where have you grown up? What have you seen? Because some of the fucking shit you watch,
What do you mean?
you be like, it's so real, it's so real. I've been here before.
Because
I'm
I've
thinking,
been through
what
sh-
the fuck have you exactly? What the fuck have you been through? Jason watches the most dramatic stuff, y'all.
I've been in dope houses. You know, I've been in trap houses. You know what I mean? Like,
See?
I've been
See?
in trap houses. I've been in places where guns have been drawn. I've been at clubs where fucking
Oh
guns
my
have been
God.
drawn. I've been in drug deals gone bad. Like,
Like,
there was, okay, so I'll say a quick story without going too much. I don't want to get knocked off at TikTok here, but fucking, when I drove, you know, vehicles back in the day, public you know, transportation, we'll say, I picked up a fiend who wanted to go, you know, go get his little daily coffee.
Right.
And went to go get his pick me up, and he got into an argument with the coffee guy, and the coffee guy didn't want to give him his caramel frappuccino like he wanted, and didn't want to give him his change, and so this guy's getting all mad and shit. You know, they're sitting there arguing, and this guy almost pulled, like, you know, a knife out on him and talking about, you know, give me my fucking change or give me my shit or, you know, give my money back, basically. And he was like, no, once you buy the coffee, that's all you can, you know, complain to the manager, but I'm not going to do shit. And so basically, this guy's about to get stabbed over a fucking coffee. Like, it's not that serious. It's coffee grounds. Like, really? You know, I'm like, bro, get in the fucking car. Like, are you serious right now? Like, you got the fucking barista in the car with you and shit. We're like using wire terminology. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like, you had to get
but
the coffee.
it still makes me think, like, what is the heck that your eyes seen? Like,
What up, Grandpa Frank and M. Manny? Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of shit. Like, I was at a club one time, and I seen this little guy. You know, can't say midget anymore. Little person, right? Is that what they
Right.
call it?
Yes,
Little
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 person.
American, little person. Well, they don't have to be little American. They could just be little.
Right,
little,
Jason. Wow.
little I don't know. They could be little. I mean, English person. I don't fucking know. But anyway, I'm no offense is intended. The politically correct term of a midget would be a little person. I'm taking it right.
Yes.
Little person.
Yes.
All right, so I was at a show, and these people were performing. Their crew out of Detroit, and they had their whole crew up there rapping. And I guess this dude was kind of tipsy and was talking shit. And I remember the club was about to close. This was at Spot in Warren. It used to be open. And a fucking fight broke out, and this little guy just gumped out and started beating motherfuckers down like Bushwick Bill from the Ghetto Boys. I was like, what the fuck just happened? Like, he's like clubbing this like beating them, and then guns are drawn and shit. The bartender's like, this is my first week here, and this has happened to me twice already. This is my last night working. I'm not fucking coming back. Like, and we're trapped in there. They like locked the door and shit on us. We couldn't get out the door and shit. Like,
Oh my
and
God.
that happened at the Scarface show when they tried to kill Scarface from the Ghetto Boys. Yeah.
You know what?
But you ask why and where, how did that come about? Because I was in these places, and it was just par for the course, I guess you could say. It was an initiation, you know. Had an initiation, I guess, of coffee proportions. Now, one movie I hope they don't ever remake. They were talking about doing it with Leonardo DiCaprio. They better not fucking do it.
What?
Hollywood, do not fucking do this.
What?
They're talking about rebooting Scarface with him as Scarface.
Ooh, I like that idea though.
What are you talking about? He's not
Honey,
Cuban.
It's
It's a white dude as Scarface.
But you can play somebody. It's called acting.
Yeah, but he's
if
not
you
white.
can act,
Al
if you
Pacino can pull it
act-
off because, I mean, he looks the part. He looks like a cross between Italian and Puerto Rican. That's why he can
Come
pull it
on
off
now,
really well.
come on. People are doing that shit now. You know what? Think after Meghan Markle, honey. After Meghan Markle,
That bitch.
people are doing that. She made everybody believe that she was fucking white when she was fucking biracial.
Anyone that had half a fucking brain can look though and see that she
No,
wasn't
but that
white.
was not-
She
Honey,
was the darkest
after
white
that-
chick I ever seen in my life.
After Meghan Markle, everybody can play somebody else nationality if you have traits
Well,
of
Kid
it.
and Play could play a white person. I mean, Kid could because was it Kid or was it Play? Kid.
Kid.
Yeah, Kid. Because Kid looked very white.
He did.
He looked like if they ever did a Vanilla Ice biopic, he would be a very. He'd be a very. What? I mean,
Oh my God.
and I love Kid and Play. You know what I'm saying? Like rolling, rolling, rolling. Ola, 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 eh. Rolling, 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 Kid and Play now. I'm all
I
about
can't
fucking.
believe you even remember that.
What? Or Vanilla Ice.
Oh my God, I can't believe
All right,
he
stop.
remembered. Out of all songs that he remembered by Kid and Play was Ola Ola Ola.
Because that was like the first song by Kid and Play that I remember. Like, I remember I was down south and they used to play a lot of hip hop on the East Coast, and they'd play like Roxanne Shante and LL
Oh
and Beastie
my
Boys,
God.
Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, EPMD, which is where I got my love for a lot of the East Coast shit. But then they play that Ola Ola eh. All I remember is Kid and Play now. Ola 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 Kid and Play now.
Oh my God,
Then you
out
got-
of all the songs though.
Me and my coworker were talking about not Cool in the Gang, but they're cool too. But Cool Mo D, that motherfucker, how you like me now? Could you imagine him working as a coffee person at Starbucks? He's like, how you doing? Would you like some coffee? I need
Oh my God.
caramel frappuccino, mocha latte. How you like me now? Seriously, like some people like, or the guy, the wrestling guy. You'd be like, let's get ready to rumble. Could you imagine if he worked at the coffee place? Number 77. I need a caramel frappuccino for number 77.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
you guys, my
Well,
husband is so goofy.
What is one of your favorite 80s movies, like comedy-wise, besides like something with Sarah Jessica Parker?
80s comedy?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Weekend at
Weekend at Bernie's.
Bernie's.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Weekend
yes.
at Bernie's was the shit.
Weekend at Bernie's, the funniest movie ever. Ever.
What I liked about Weekend at Bernie's is they're having a party in the fucking beach house, and this chick goes to go in his pocket for some coffee. She's like, holding out on me, are we? Like, hoping it gets her bag of coffee. Meanwhile, everybody's just partying. Bernie's fucking dead. He's like, he's laying on the couch and shit. The one guy's trying to get his little Porsche golf cart, like, fucking painted and shit. He's like, come on. He's like 250,000 is a great deal, and he's like, and the whole time he's dead from some coffee. He did too much coffee. You
Oh
know.
my God.
My favorite part though is like that was real funny too. But I really like when they were on the boat and Bernie fell overboard. And motherfucker was like, bing. He was like hitting the fucking buoys and shit. He's like, did you hear something? He was like, I don't know. Bing. Fucking every 5 feet. Bing.
Do you know how heavy he must have been? Do you know how heavy they say a dead body is? Just think about how heavy he was.
Bro, he was hitting the buoys like a fucking bell. He was that shit was like bing. They look back and Bernie's just getting dragged with a fucking pair of sunglasses. And what did they do? Glue the sunglasses to him? Because they never came off his face, not one time.
At all.
they had to glue his face. They had to glue his shit together. They had to.
Oh my God, Jason, you are so.
And then they
silly.
stapled his hair. Remember, he had a wig on. His toupee. They took a stapler and they stapled his wig on. Oh man, 80s movies.
Oh my God.
But see,
and also too. Oh, the one when honey, you know what I like.
What was it?
You know, with Richard Dreyfuss.
Oh, what about Bob?
No. Oh yeah, that too. But no.
Stakeout.
No, the other one.
Down and Out in Beverly Hills.
Yes, that one. I love that one.
So okay, I like that. Now,
That is so funny to me.
but Stakeout was good too, with him and Emilio Estevez, which is Charlie Sheen's brother. A lot of people don't know that, unless you were hiding under a rock. They're related. So is Martin Sheen. So it's Martin Sheen, Charlie Sheen, and Emilio Estevez are all related. I think they were like Estevez or something. Were they like related to like Gloria Estefan, maybe?
Who knows?
That's a good question. Anybody know that? That's a good question.
I
But
didn't know
no,
that.
they got a new Beverly Hills Cop coming out. Beverly Hills Cop 4 by Eddie
Mm.
Murphy. You think it's gonna be any good?
I heard him talking about. Oh, was that interview you were watching? On,
On YouTube with him and Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, he was saying that there's stunts that he can't do.
Yeah, they were like, "We need you to go down them stairway again," and he was like, I'm probably not." Like, it's like, no. I mean, Eddie Murphy's like 60-something years old. He looks like he's preserved in a fucking jar of pickles, but he runs. He for real. He looks like he's been preserved in a jar of pickles, but I bet you if he tried to run, he'd probably break a fucking ankle. Like,
because of all them kids he got, honey. He makes babies, so
kids broke his bone structure.
No, like he has a lot of girls. Like seriously, when you have
His bone density got.
you have a lot of
reduced by all
feminine
the
energy.
sperm
He's
that
got
came
a
out
lot
of
of
him.
feminine energy. So
God.
when you have a lot of feminine energy, you tend to look younger,
Oh.
longer. You didn't know
So
that?
is that why I look very young still?
Mhm.
Oh.
And
But
most
plus,
of the
I don't
time,
do any coffee.
especially when you have girly sperm.
I also
When you
don't
have
do
daughters
coffee.
like back
Girl-
to back to back
girly
to back.
sperm?
Yeah. When you have daughters back to back to back to back, you have like feminine energy to you.
I did not know that. So non-girly sperm
Yeah.
and girly and boy sperm. I never
Think
thought
about
of that.
really masculine looking people, whether it's male or female. They
Choose
always
a word.
age.
You're like masculine. Is it?
masculine,
Yeah, there you go.
masculine
Yes.
people who look very manly. And you can tell whether they're male or female. And, you can tell there's a certain presence about them.
Okay.
But when they age, you can feel their age and you can see it on them.
Okay.
You can.
I can see that because like Michael J. Fox is finally starting to age a little bit,
Mhm.
but he still looked young for a very long time.
Yeah.
And his documentary was really good. I can't think of the name of it,
That
but it
was-
was really good.
That was excellent.
And the fact that Tracy Pollan has stuck by his side the whole time, and like, she's never waved and never faltered, and I gotta give her respect for that because that was probably not an easy thing to go through to see her husband like going through that. You know what I mean? And she was always there, so that's real shit.
Yeah.
Now I will say one of my favorite '80s movies, and I'm sure you know this too. We already know it's Blues Brothers is one of them, but if I was to say like what goofy movie I really enjoyed was Airplane.
Oh, please. Oh, my God.
I fucking love Airplane.
I cannot stand Airplane. It is too the slapstick
Yeah.
silly. It really is.
I liked it because it was just hilarious. You know what I'm saying?
No, it is not.
It was a silly movie.
It is not. Just like that other one you like. What's the one with the
What was it?
the one with Darth Vader and all that?
Oh, Spaceballs.
Yes.
You don't like Spaceballs?
No,
Oh, cut it out.
absolutely not.
What?
That is just like snooze fest boredom.
No.
Yes.
Look,
Yes.
Airplane was a great movie, and so was that movie you just said.
No.
Yes.
No.
I love it. And what about Bob? I love because Richard Dreyfuss was getting annoyed. You can tell when they were making that movie, fucking Bill Murray was like, how far can I push this role? How far can I make Richard Dreyfuss snap? And I bet you Richard was like, Bill, I'm just letting you know we're filming a movie. I'm not really a psychologist, and you're not really a patient. So let's just run through the fucking lines, and then we can go to have our coffee break. And I bet you every time they did a scene, Bill Murray was like, yeah, sure, whatever you say. And then he just fucking annoyed him through the whole movie, and you could see it. Like, he was pissed. He was like, please stop fucking with me. Like, remember when he was trying to wake him up in the morning? He was like, 6 o'clock, 6:30, time to wake up, cock-a-doodle-doo. He's like, the fucking Bob ain't moving. And as soon as the alarm clock goes off, he fucking wakes up. Bill Murray was a good, not Bill Murray, but yeah, Bill Murray had some good movies.
Now
Caddyshack.
he is one masculine looking person.
Yes, he is.
He always has been. I think that's why like
I love how your voice changed when you said that. He is
Yeah.
a masculine person.
seriously though.
Like you just channeled a
He
1920s
looked like he was
actress.
born aging. Like he was born aging. I'm seriously.
So was
like,
Kelsey Grammer. Look at Kelsey.
It's just like they look awful. Like,
He did a lot of coffee on Cheers.
Oh my
A
god.
lot of coffee.
Too much coffee.
Too much coffee.
Like,
No, Bill did too much probably liquor. He looks like he was a straight up alcoholic.
Yeah, because he is like aging like a really bad
Yeah,
prune.
like in reverse.
Like like the prune that's like that last prune when you're done in the box. That
I don't know.
that last
I
little
don't
dry.
fuck with prunes.
Okay, anybody who's eaten prunes or raisins, Bill Murray's skin looks like that, where it's like that dry up prune, and it's just like.
Wow.
Dude, drink some fucking water and
Hydrate
put some
yourself.
coconut oil on your fucking face. Like,
Yeah.
shit.
Coconut oil is a secret too. That like I went to the dentist recently and got my teeth checked, and I had no cavities. So yeah, thanks to coconut oil. Because in toothpaste there's fluoride, but I think there's sugar in there too. There's gotta be, because what's making it sweet? Unless it's an artificial sweetener, whatever the fuck it is. Toothpaste is not supposed to be sweet like
Nope.
sugar. And when you go to the
Nope,
dentist, they're like, yeah, go to the dentist and
Me
brush your
and
teeth.
Jason do not use toothpaste.
We don't.
I stopped using toothpaste during the pandemic when I had one of my fillings fall out of my teeth.
Yeah.
And I had noticed that I was having so many teeth issues. I even had a teeth issue before I got married, and it was just like, what's happening to my teeth? So I looked up, I go, it's got to be the toothpaste. And then like I used to have like bad breath, and my teeth always felt dry after brushing them. They never felt clean and all
Yeah.
that stuff. And so I just looked up on the internet like natural remedies for, healing cavities in your teeth and your gums. What's good to use? Natural remedy.
Yeah.
And what popped up was coconut oil. And so I started researching it a little bit by watching like YouTube videos to see what it does. So I said, you know what, shit, it's only $1 at Dollar Tree.
Right.
Let me try this.
Right.
I just started brushing my teeth every single day with coconut oil. And when I went to the dentist, my teeth were fine. I haven't had any teeth issues in like 3 years. And
Yeah.
then when I got you to start using it,
It reversed my
Yeah.
damage that I had on my teeth.
Yep. So people forget that. People always think it's about the teeth. No, you got to remember it's about the gums.
Yeah, that's
Coconut
true.
oil goes into those pockets in your gums where
That's very
food
true.
decays and stuff, and make sure that it gets any bacterias, any
Well, it's the same thing with
viruses out of your
mouthwash
mouth,
too.
all that
Mouthwash has
stuff.
hydrogen peroxide in it. Remember I told you I took a swig of that one night and I
Mhm.
tasted the hydrogen peroxide in it, and I don't do that mouthwash anymore because I noticed when I did that shit, my fucking teeth instantly felt like I just drank a pop
See?
because it coated that shit like a film.
Like I said, it's just for me. I just keep it simple. Coconut oil works for me. The thing is, you have to spit it out in the garbage. Use a tablespoon, brush your teeth, and put a tablespoon.
Yeah, don't put it in the
Put it-
sink or the
put
toilet
it
because
in
it
your-
will clog your shit.
This is true. This is how you use it, you guys. a tablespoon, put it in your mouth, then your toothbrush, swish, swish, swish around, brush your teeth and all that kind of stuff with it, and then spit it out in the garbage, and then rinse your mouth with water and spit the water out in the toilet.
Yeah.
You know, that is my daily routine. I couldn't live without it, seriously. I don't have any bad breath problems. I don't have any gum issues. I don't have teeth issues. So for me, it was a total like lifesaver.
Okay. Okay. So see, look, you never know what we're going to talk about on Talking Nude.
I know, right? We talked very nude
We do talk very nude.
about like all types of shit.
All kinds of shit. Like,
Yeah.
another movie they got coming out is Kong and Godzilla.
That's
And it's a
true.
sequel. The other one was really good. I don't know if you've seen it with me, but it was really good. And I'm looking forward to the new Planet of the Apes. It's called oh shit, what's it called? I can't think of the name of it, but it's gonna be the shit. It's gonna be the shit because it's about Caesar's son. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that because
All these movies.
because the strike's over now finally. You know,
Yes, that's good.
shout out to the you know what? Shout out to the fucking actors and actresses that held their ground. You know what I'm saying? Like
This is true.
because people were really like pissed off at the actors and actors. They're like, I want my fucking shows, you know, but they were trying to prove a point. Like, look, man, just because we're actors and actresses, we're not making all this hella money. Like, we live in California, the fucking cost of living, like rents, like just to live in the hood was like $3,000 or $4,000. New York, same
Some
thing.
actors have roommates and everything else,
Yeah.
living in places where it's like they're still renting with 5 other people and stuff like that, just to have a job, that
then, like, if-
particular acting job. And the thing is, everything that you're doing is basically for free when you're a part of a TV show or a movie. Going to those galas and going to those award
Yeah.
shows, going to all that shit is a part of your contract.
Yeah.
And you have to pay for your fashion people, your
All
hair
that.
people, your photographers,
Hairstylist.
yeah,
all that shit.
everything, you know? So it's
Yeah.
just like, and you have to go to this stuff. And then, so it's like you're already coming out of pocket.
Yeah.
So it's like whatever you get from the show is basically going to be spent going back into the business of you as a brand.
That's very true. And then the same thing is like I see why people sell so much coffee now and why they work at Starbucks
Yes.
because you have to for the cost of living. Like if you live in New York or Chicago or any like big type city, you're gonna pay up the ass. Like I couldn't do it. I would go there to visit maybe, but that whole living there shit, I'm not trying to live up on motherfuckers because they're already doing that in other countries. Like they're literally living on top of each other. Like you know how a lot of places are horizontal, a lot of buildings
Mhm.
stretch out. You go to other countries, that shit is vertical. Like they're building up to the fucking like the clouds and shit, like the Jetsons.
Well, see, that's where we have too many people.
Way too many. It's like over 8
I
billion
hate
people.
to say it that like, how come this is so controversial?
Very. That's what we
But,
talk nude. We fucking talk what the fuck we
um,
want to talk about, man.
We spade and neuter our dogs. How come we don't do that with people?
Yeah.
Because if people are living on top of people,
They gotta go.
that means there is too many fucking people, and people aren't going to stop having sex. That's just human nature.
right.
But we can't, there's got to be a limit on how many children you're able to have.
There has to be.
That's just me, though. That's what
But
I
no,
think.
now I will say this, and I'll add something to that. Unless you're taking care of your fucking kids, if you're taking care of your family and you're able to do that, and then it would be an exception. Like you'd have contracts, and it'd be like, okay, well, you can have a couple more kids, but if you're taking care of your kids. But if you're just having kids just so you can fucking collect welfare and be on fucking WIC and shit, like no, that's
But
not.
but honestly, these days you only can get it for up to 4 kids now, I think.
Yeah, but 4 kids, it's like what, $800 each kid?
No, it's
Or is it?
I think it's like
It's a lot because I mean, every time we go grocery shopping, there's motherfuckers that got that shit in there.
it's
and
about $350 per kid.
who the fuck eats that much fucking food? Who the fuck? Who the fuck eats? Who the fuck? Let me get the fuck. Who the fuck eats that much?
Oh my god.
That's some bullshit. Like who the fuck eats that
Oh
much?
my god.
Like when we go shopping at fucking Kroger's and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like they're in all these, you always got that one parent up there with like tons of fucking food. Like that lady today. Oh, we got to talk about the Karen. I don't give a fuck. We gonna put this bitch on blast. Okay, so she looked like she was like related to Bill Murray because she was fucking pruned out too. Like she ain't done coconut oil in a very long time, ever at all. Like even no oil of lay. Like she ain't done shit. No Vaseline.
This lady had a
bitch.
human moment today.
She was a Karen. She was really fucking mean to this cashier. Like,
yes, she was.
so we were at a grocery store. We won't say where, but we were at a grocery store, and this young lady was ringing her up and had a nice little cheerful attitude. You could see her energy. She was really nice, everything. And we went to go get our stuff and come back, and she accidentally knocks this lady's her wine glasses over, and she basically fucking nutted up on her like, watch what the fuck you're doing. Like you almost knocked my shit over. And she's like,
She basically brought a lot of attention to herself for
yeah,
no reason.
that she was a pure alcoholic. Like she was fucking mean. So I said something and I said, look, I'm sure she didn't do that shit intentionally. Like, calm down. Well, mind your own business, And don't even go there and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, whatever, you rude bitch. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck is wrong with your little golden girl looking ass? Like, stop being rude. Like, look, if we work in retail, anyone on here right now, I'm going to say it right now. If you work in retail, if you work in hospitality, tourism, you know what I'm talking about. When people go in, you don't got to be a fucking pterodactyl and be rude to people and shit and be barking orders. Like, we're bagging your orders. Like, we're cutting your hair. Like, we're doing these hospitality and tourism shit. Like, don't fucking call and be all ghetto and hang up on motherfuckers and be rude and shit and be doing all that, because that's not cool when you do that to people. You know what I'm saying? That's not cool. You shouldn't be doing that. Like, and when you go into a retail place, respect your fucking authority, man. Your fucking person ringing you up don't have to ring you up. They can sit at home and watch Netflix and Hulu like your lazy fucking ass does. Not saying that you guys are lazy fucking asses. They're going to be like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? But what I'm saying is, like, retail, tourism, hospitality, any job, we work hard and bust our ass every day. Like, I work in factory life, and you think I like going in there and listening to two different supervisors with two different personalities and two different ways of directing? You got one who's real laid back, you know what I'm saying, because he's close to retirement. So he's just kind of like, fuck it, man, burn the motherfucking place down. I don't give a fuck. Like, you can put a lawnmower through this motherfucker and drag race with lawnmowers. I don't care. And then the other one's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? What's going on over here? You know what I mean? So it's like, treat people the way you want to be treated. Stop being fucking assholes to people, man.
But honestly, though, sometimes I wonder about people. Okay.
Okay, so what do you wonder?
Well, just like you just said that, treat people the way you want to be treated.
Yeah.
Well, let's do the flip side of that. Well, that means if that person is just an asshole, that means they want to be treated like an asshole back.
So does that mean if someone treats me like an asshole, I should just straight up be an asshole to
Yes.
from now on?
Yeah, because
Or
people
them?
are a reflection. The way somebody treats other people is the way how they really want to be treated.
Well, you saw.
You teach people how to treat you. You do by your own actions. So if a person is a bitch to me, I'm a bitch back.
Right.
I'm not nice. I'm not nice.
No, we're not kissing your fucking ass.
Yes, there
Like,
we go.
no. But I will say this though, when you were about to hammer the fuck out of her, because I saw you, I seen you over in the corner waiting to bitch smack her. Like, bitch, did you really just check my fucking her, and then you trying to check my husband? Like, you really about to jump this bitch? I'm like, okay, let me get her the fuck out of here before she hits her with the wine bottle. Like, stop.
Honestly, Jason, stop. Get out of my mind.
I know you wanted to hit her with that
Yes.
bottle. I know you did.
Like,
I know you. You're like, bitch, I'll hit you upside the fucking head with that bottle. And then
it's like that.
I'd have been visiting you behind plexiglass and shit. Talking about, I told you not to hit her with that fucking Dunes Farm. What the fuck? You know what it's called? Dunes Farm or Boone's Farm? So y'all don't even drink wine. But that bitch was a wino for real.
No, it was like a sparkling Iowa, I think.
That was wine. There was nothing sparkling about
I
that.
don't know.
Unless it was sparkling wine. It wasn't no.
Well, either way, it was a whole, like a case of wine.
She was mean.
She was.
Like, I'll tell you a story, y'all. There was this one time, this person came into my one of my jobs, and I'm a manager, another job. And this dude come in, wanted to exchange some shit. And the way they had the policy set up, you couldn't exchange nothing without a receipt. Well, now they give us a little bit more leeway, because people have been acting like, kind of frustrated with the whole policy. So now they're letting them do it. I'm guessing because the inventory is fucked up. They're like, fuck it. But this dude wanted to exchange some phone chargers. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, do you have the receipt? And he's like, no. And I'm like, actually got to have the receipt. And he's like, well, why? And I'm like, sir, because that's just what it is. He's like, well, I'm about to buy some new ones. I'm like, yeah, but you just came out from outside in your truck, digging through the ground, probably grabbing these chargers. How do I know you didn't steal these chargers? I didn't say that, but I'm thinking to myself like that. He's like, well, but I'm about to buy some new ones. And I said, but you got to have a receipt. He's like, but why? He reminded me of that chick in Animaniacs. But why? I love you. Bye-bye. You remember that shit? What was her fucking name?
I have no idea, honey bunny.
Like, I love you. Bye-bye. Old girl from It's a Different World did her voice. But anyway, I'm getting off track. So,
Bree Summers did it.
yeah.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It just came
yeah,
back to me now.
the cartoon character. Anyone knows? I don't know.
Mm.
But fucking as we were going out, he's going out the door. He was like, well, have a good time working here. No, he was like, this is why you work at the store you work at. And I was like, yep, and this is why you're shopping here. Like, what the fuck is he gonna say? You know what I'm saying? Like, treat people the way you want to be treated.
He wanted you to be. I told you, you treat him like an asshole back.
He wanted me to choke the living shit out of him.
Why do you think I believe in the saying, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth?
Yeah. And I already got
get
one.
what you get
I got
from
one
me,
missing
what,
already, so I'm.
whatever you give to me, I give back to
Yeah.
you.
Look at there, you go with that voice again. Who the fuck are you, Cruella DeVille?
Why, yes.
You went from fucking Mrs. Kathy to Cruella DeVille.
Why, yes.
Yeah. Slash Grace Slick, or was it Grace Slick or Grace Jones? What was the chick with the mohawk?
Grace Jones.
Yeah, Grace Jones. That's what you remind me of a little bit.
Grace Jones.
But yeah, this has been a really good episode of Talking Nude. We've really went everywhere from coconut oil, toothpaste, to bitch smacking Karens with wine bottles, to little people pulling, coffee out.
Oh my God, we have one more story. One
Yeah,
more, honey.
one more.
One more,
What's the
honey.
story?
One more. That episode of Cops the other night.
Oh my God.
Or was that YouTube clip? Whatever it was.
YouTube clip. Okay, so this chick, all right, this fucking chick, all right. So look, I got, okay, so what's up, everybody? So this motherfucker brought the fucking coffee in, you know what I'm saying? And not the coffee. They were stealing a bunch of Amazon packages, and I was like, who the fuck? First off, okay. She's running around. She was like 23. She's running around with this 15-year-old. He's got a mask on and shit. And he still apparently had the mask on in the car when he got pulled over. Dumb fuck. And then she's like, fucking, mommy, I got to get mommy. And oh my God. And am I going to get a citation? No, you're not going to get a citation, bitch. You just stole like 20 fucking Amazon packages. Like, who the fuck does that shit? And the whole time she's in the back, like fucking freaking out. She's all like, mommy. And then she's like, excuse me, can you roll down the window? Like, am I going to get a citation? Like, how far is it to the police station? She was like, what the fuck? It's like 20 questions. You're in the back of a police cruiser. Shut the fuck up. You have the right to remain
God.
silent. Shut the fuck up.
It was so funny.
It was, man, she was just, sir, mommy, can you please come get me, mommy, please? Come in. And you're like, well, you're going to jail. Like, no, what? I can't just get a ticket? No, you can't get a fucking ticket. Who the fuck? If that's the case, everyone be fucking stealing. We'd be fucking busting in Walmart, stealing everything in Walmart. And I mean, let's be honest. You can go to Walmart and steal all kinds of shit because there's no internet service in Walmart. That's why because for real, if you go to YouTube right now, anyone on this live, you can go to YouTube and look up Walmart. There's all kinds of active shooters and shit going on in fucking Walmart. So I'm thinking they disabled the internet for that reason. They don't want people to film shit anymore because they're going on fucking YouTube posting that shit.
You know what, Jason? I believe you are right. Because
They're
every
like-
time we go into Walmart,
They disabled the internet.
yeah, you cannot go on your phone.
Fuck Walmart.
You can't even barely make a phone call out of that store.
They don't do that when you go to Myers. You go to, I guess, at Myers, you can steal a purse or whatever. Well, they did. Remember that time that motherfucker got his, he stole that chick's purse? Did I tell you that shit? And someone asked me to try to be like a greatest American hero, good Samaritan and shit, like I was a fucking Avengers. This dude ran out full force at a Myers. I'm at a Myers. I was with my wife. We're walking into the fucking store. All of a sudden, this lady comes out, help, someone took my purse. And this guy's running top fucking speed to the van, jumps in the van and takes off. What the fuck am I going to do? I'm not Iron Man. I'm not Robert Downey Jr. What the fuck?
That just shows people's minds aren't in reality, honey.
Now, maybe if he was walking with the purse, I might have been able to
Yes,
get him. But he was running to the car. I don't know if this motherfucker got a gun, a machete, a switchblade,
But she was looking for a hero.
a bag of coffee. So is Bonnie Tyler, you know what I'm saying? But We need a hero, but I mean,
Oh my God.
it's just crazy, man. I guess what we're
Yes, it
trying to
is.
say is just be nice to people, man. It's not hard
This is true.
to be nice, especially my wife runs a hair salon, y'all, and there be some rude people, and I'm just gonna put it out there. I don't give a fuck. Don't be rude to her, man. You know what I'm saying? Her time is money. She really puts her love into what she does. She's been in the industry 22 years. She's been at the same spot almost 14 years. Y'all need to like show some fucking respect, put some respect on her name, and stop being a bunch of fucking assholes. Like you call for an appointment, don't call and be like hanging up on her and shit. Like we're not 12 years old. Like, don't do that shit. Or be like, don't cancel, you just don't show up. Like who does that? If you do that at a factory job or you do that at Walmart, you get fired.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So don't do that. Don't waste people's time, man. And with
That's
that,
true.
we are getting towards the end of our episode of Talking Nude.
All right.
I am your host, Jason, and this is my beautiful wife.
Mrs. Kathy A.
So look, y'all have a great night.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Oh, and before I forget, we didn't have an episode last time because for some reason audio wasn't connecting on the server somewhere. So we fixed the glitch, and hopefully that won't happen anymore. So we got another guest coming up. December 11th is our next show. We have kind of like a part 2 of interview with the guest we had that got rudely interrupted with Zoom, man. Zoom fucking canceled
Yeah.
that. That was fucked up.
Yeah, but now we worked out the
Yes.
kinks. So
Yes, we have.
Yes, we have.
Speaking of the Kinks, they had a good song too called My Sharona. Yeah. It's like squirrel. I know I had a squirrel moment.
Yes, we
Anyway,
did.
y'all, until next time, I'm Jason. This is my wife, Kathy. This has been Talking Nude. Y'all have a great fucking night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Sitting back, cause we, yeah, eating a bag of potato chips and we
Talking nude.
sour cream, gotta go with those chips so we can be.
Talking nude.
And Kathy be cutting hair and sitting back probably.
Talking nude.
And the holidays are upon us and we could all sit and eat dinner and be.
Talking nude.
But then it would be an orgy with family proportions and we'd all be.
Talking nude.
That's what we do, everyone. Every other Monday we be.
Have a good night.
Shout out to everyone in the live.
Yeah.
TikTok, old school funny guy 75. Instagram, Voorhees 187.
And Kathy Bravo Cuts on Instagram. And Mrs. Kathy A on TikTok.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll see y'all next time.
Bye-bye.
Shout out to ONTV.
Mm.
ONTV. Sexy baby.
Am I?